Hey Byron, obviously a big year up and coming ahead with Heritage, great schedule. You guys came so close 2 years in a row. Mindset for you going into this year and the team?
I mean, just to win, complete the mission, keep the main thing. The main thing is just ultimately just knock them down one by one.
Yeah, what do you personally feel you've made steps from a year ago?
I mean, I feel as if I'm leading better. I'm encouraging the team, and I feel as if everybody's chiming in. Everybody wants the same ultimate goal.
And obviously, you got great skilled players all around you and such. What's it going to take, you feel, to get over and hold up the trophy at the end?
I mean, the trenches. The trenches is what set the tone. Whoever win the battle, the line of scrimmage, those teams who win the games. And I feel as if that's where we improved a lot this year. This offseason was the trenches, and we'll be fine.
The schedule seems very exciting for fans and players, probably because you're playing such great teams every week. How do you guys approach, knowing that every week is a big game?
I mean, we approach every week like the same. We're not looking ahead. Right now we're focused on week 0, and week 0 is easy, and we're gonna get that job done. And whatever next, that's what we're gonna move on to. But we're not looking ahead, and we're not worried about whoever's on the schedule next. Right now we're focused on easy, and that's what it is.
That mental toughness and all that stuff heading forward.
Yeah, you started with a younger group last year that got more experience as the year went on.
Right.
What did that, I guess the pain of that loss teach you guys? What did it kind of do for them going forward now?
Well, you can see it already in their preparation. Some of those guys played the year before that, Malachi and, Dia got a few snaps but for the most part, that's the first time those guys have really been in that type of fire before. So, and I knew there was going to be some ups and downs with that, and we just had to kind of weather the storm. And unfortunately, we came up short at the end again by 3 points. But that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I was just talking to Larry about that. That 2013 team when we won for the first time. We had lost to Jackson twice in the first round, and they had 3 years of just heartbreak at the end of the season. And finally, they kind of took it upon themselves to we're not losing this year. And that was Sony Michel and Isaiah McKenzie and Torrance Gibson and all those guys. But I see some similarities in this group where it's not just me always talking now. Now they're starting to take control of the situation, and so that's an encouraging thing for us. And the thing is now we got to go play these games. So all the stuff is we can say it's a great learning experience, but if you don't start to apply that now, that it's all for nothing anyway. But I'm encouraged. So.
I mean, obviously from the first game starting the Booker T game and the Kickoff Classic last year, I mean I could tell the difference now. The game's way slower, way more easier for me to pick stuff apart. So being able to get that experience of playing this entire season has only made it easier for me going into this next season.
Physically, how much did you change from last year? Did you lose a little weight? Did you feel like you're a little faster, a little more elusive, things like that?
I gained a lot. I gained probably close to 20 pounds.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure I'm sustainable for that and be able to take hits throughout this whole year and be good. So I'm sitting around like 62.5, 200 now. So just being able to sustain hits and be able to go through the whole season without being injury prone was the big focus for me.
How have you handled that? How are you handling all that going into the season? The added attention and everything going on?
I feel like I'm handling it pretty well. I mean, obviously, the main thing right now. I'm still in high school. I have 2 months in high school, so that's when the high school games, American Heritage, and win state championships, hopefully back to back. And as far as recruitment goes, Texas and I have a great relationship, and I'm trying to keep building off of that for the next 2 years.
What did you learn and take from not just the ending of the season, but the entire season as a starter? How much do you feel like that helped you grow as a quarterback, grow as a leader, all that kind of stuff?
For sure. I mean, I had to step into a leadership role being the starting quarterback this year. I mean, because I'm the kind of coach on the field. I got to make sure everything's running how it's supposed to run. And I feel like that's built. My leadership and my growth has took an exponential step forward from where I used to be. And I feel like this year it's only going to get larger and larger, the amount of leadership role I have throughout the whole team. So I feel like it's been really good to be able to start my first year.
As a young player, what does that mean? How do you think the guys respond to that and the excitement level and of being in such a thing?
I mean, dudes want to be dudes, right? And everybody want to play at the highest level. So, right now in high school, playing on ESPN, the only game on, it's special. So you got to make the most out of it.
Does that change your? I know you've done it a couple of years in a row. Does it change like your August preparation, knowing, hey,
Not at all. I mean, at the end of the day, I stay true to myself and I stay true to my training. When it comes down to tough games and it comes down to tight situations and big games, I just gotta hound down on what I always do.
Coach Mike has always said we never ducked any smoke. We wanted to get the best schedule possible. We feel like we have the group to win all those games and go undefeated. So we made sure we put all the best teams possible on that schedule and make sure we make a statement to the country.